I got a new dash camera for my birthday, and this is the Garmin Dash Cam Mini, and I got the polarized filter to go with it. So I've been using this camera for about a month now, and I wanted to compare it to the other two dash cameras that I had. So I got my new dash camera today. I ordered this one on Amazon. It's supposed to be a lot better than the one that I currently have right here. So they make a Garmin Dash Cam Mini 2, and this is a Garmin Dash Cam Mini 1. And with the Mini 2, it has a voice activated control where you can tell it to save the video. So this one records audio, and you can easily shut that off with the touch of a button. But it's not processing what you're saying like an Alexa or one of those devices. And then Garmin makes the dash cams that have the GPS enabled thing, so it'll have the speed, how fast you're going. And we don't want that one either. Most people in America don't have dash cameras unless they drive trailer trucks or maybe an Uber driver. But I've been buying dash cameras for a long time. And one of my most popular videos is when I brought my R32 to the VW dealer to get it inspected. And we caught them revving the car, and they were lying, admitting to inspection fraud on camera because they didn't know they were being recorded. And that wasn't a small hidden camera setup. Those cameras were probably that big, like the size of a small cell phone, sitting up here, and you can always see what it's recording. Here you see they both turn on. This is a good comparison. But the Garmin Dash Camera Mini is very small, and most people will be able to mount it up higher behind the mirror, and then you won't even notice it. But because I have my windshield tinted, I have to mount it really low. So it's really easy to take it on and off and put it in and out of different cars. It comes with a couple of these little sticky mounts. But one cool feature about this is it has an app on your phone. So you can plug it in and that'll turn on now. So you can go into your phone and look at the files on the app. But there's a lot more on the SD card when you take it out and put it on your computer. The quality looking on it through the app's not great, but it has the date and time and all that good stuff. So here you can see the live view of the camera, and we can just take it down off the windshield and then look that way. So it's pretty cool. So for comparison, here's the VW key fob. And you can turn the audio back on if you want to save a video file. So when you hit that button, it saves it, and then if we go back to the app, now it should have all of our temporary files, and then in the saved files there should only be that one that I just pressed the button on, or two right there. And these are all temporary, and it just overwrites them as time goes on. I think I'm using a 64 gigabyte SD card, nothing special. One thing about my other dash cameras, I would always have the wrong date and time on it. That's because they're all Chinese dash cameras and you have to go in through the settings and manually change it. Whereas as soon as you connect this one to your phone through the app, it just automatically sets the time and date, and you don't really have to worry about any of that stuff. If you ever get into a really bad crash, let's say someone hits your car and you spin off the road and roll over into the woods, you're probably going to have a broken windshield. And those cheaper Amazon dash cameras, as soon as the glass breaks, they're just going to fall off. Probably bounce off the dash, not record the file, and just corrupt the whole SD card. But I think the Garmin dash camera is a little more trustable to save the file if something bad happens. And times when I would go to the racetrack and stuff, you can use your dash camera as another GoPro, so you don't really have to put a GoPro in your car looking forward. When I was looking at the video from the Garmin dash camera, I thought the field of view seemed a little narrow, and it says it's 140 degrees on the box. So I looked through my Amazon purchase history, and the last time I bought a dash camera was in 2016, and that was 170 degree field of view, so a little bit wider, so you could see more out to the sides. And I think it's the same with a GoPro. They're probably a little bit wider than 140 degrees like the Garmin. But that was an $80 dash camera, and I got it for 80 cents because they wanted me to review it. So right now the polarized filter is on, and one of the biggest differences I noticed is taking it off, you'll be able to see this vent here, the reflection in the window. So we're going to take the filter off. Now the filter's off, you can probably see the glare. I think the polarized filter definitely makes a difference during the day. Couldn't really tell much of a difference at night. Now the polarized filter's back on. It's hard to do it without moving the camera, but that should be a good comparison of with and without the filter. I was going to put a clip of the Garmin dash camera at night, but they're not high quality photography cameras, they're just dash cameras, so don't expect them to be perfect, but it'll record in an accident. But I did find a couple clips of close calls with my old dash cameras. I used to have a whole file of this stuff, but I don't know where it went to. Like here, this van almost pulled out in front of me and I had to hit the brakes and the horn, and it wouldn't have been my fault. And then in this one, a little kid runs out and she was standing behind a pole, so there's no way to really see her, and she didn't look left. But check down below for some links to my other videos, and thanks for watching.
We're taking on Josh Knowles of Narragansett, the 2008 Volkswagen.